What's going on, everybody? Ab the Audicrat here. This clip is from my full Reason 14 breakdown, which is now live on my channel. I'll be talking about the brand new reverb device, the RV9, which is a successor from the RV7000. Although the RV7000 has some great algorithms, the RV9 is quite a step up from that. I hope you enjoy the clip. Drop a comment below. Let me know what you think and subscribe to the channel. Thanks. And last but not least is the brand new RV9 Reverb Station. So I dragged over an ID8 instrument device and just have it set to piano. And that's with no reverb. And if I turn it on, this is the room. And decay is set to 12 o'clock. And as you toggle between the different algorithms to hall and arena, the decay time will essentially stay the same within the knob. The actual seconds might change a little bit, but there's a few pretty interesting settings called spectral and granular, and then there's also echo verb, and then you have plate, and then spring. So from left to right here, the decay, of course, controls your decay time. There's damping for the low frequencies and also the high frequencies, which is not quite an EQ. It's just how quick the low end frequencies tail off or not. So you can, drag that up. They won't tail off as much. Same thing with the high frequencies. So can't really hear the high there. Can't really hear the low there. If I turn this back down. To the right of that, there is a width knob, which is by default set to stereo, and to bring it back to the left is really just putting it in mono. So it's not a stereo knob, so to speak, but it does fold it to mono. On the right, there's a feature called ducking. So when this is on and the level is high, it essentially ducks, turns down the reverb when you hit the note, and then it kind of comes back on. Now, if you have the decay all the way down, it doesn't actually mess with the decay of the reverb, but if you have it up, every time you hit a new note, the decay kind of goes away. So if you go from, let's say, major to minor, and then the recover is just how fast it comes back up. You can see how fast or how slow that the decay goes down. All the way to the left, when you click on the open button, it gives you a new panel, which has some extra features. So I'm going to go over the EQ setting first. The RV7000 had an EQ, but it was really basic. This one is much better. It has a low shelf, a high shelf, and then a couple mid bands here. And there's also a shimmer section here. So you can hear the shimmer after you hit a note or a chord. And you can control how much that's getting. So when it's set to octave, when you hit a note, it'll shimmer with the higher octave note. You can also do fifth, fourth, or octave down. Very cool. Now back to the left, there's a pre-delay section, and you can control the time there. You can sync it to the beat as well. And there's more controls over whatever algorithm that you have it set to. So let's say the room, you can, mess with the entry level reverberation, the size of the room, and then the modulation of it. Another thing that is very interesting is it has this freeze area and then kill. So it kind of acts as almost like what a sustain pedal would act like. So if I hold down a chord and then hit the freeze button, it holds the reverb, and then I can kill it when I want to. Now, if freeze is on and then you go to hit a note, it doesn't do anything, but if it's off, you hit the note, then let go, it'll freeze the reverb. And then if you want to kill it, just hit the kill button. And each different algorithm has different settings that you can mess with. So for the spring setting, there's different types of springs. You can mess with the size, and then the flutter. Kind of an unrealistic sound, but you can get pretty creative using this. So with the plate, there's, different types of plates. The size of the plate. A few of the odd algorithms I want to go over as well. So this one's called echo verb. So it really is like a delay, but there is verb on the delay. You can mess with the delay time, the amount in the diffuse section. And there's also a spread knob. You could sync it to the beat as well. So when you're looking to mix a delay and a reverb, you can do it all within this on the echo verb setting. Granular and spectral are a little bit more complicated, and I'm still honestly learning this. So this has some very interesting presets to when you're using, let's say in this case, the spectral. There's different type of resonances you can set it to and how much it's getting. You can also shift what part of the frequencies are getting this, you know, odd notch effect. There's also the granular setting, which is even more interesting, and I'm learning that as well. Kind of acts as like a delay. There's a rate knob at how fast you're hearing the delayed reverberation, so to speak. And there's a pitch modulation knob here, which kind of messes with the pitch. A diffuse knob. There's also a reverse knob,